Have you ever wondered who would be able to gain Metavision next? What would allow these players to gain Metavision? Are there other types of visions that haven't been mentioned? Continue watching this video to find out. So, what is Metavision anyway? Well, it is a player's evolved vision that gives them an omnipotent perspective of the field. This allows a player to take in information from their central and peripheral vision, and constantly collect data on every player, every play they make, and their positions on the field. In the past recent chapters, we were able to see 3 players gain this ability during the Mastered München vs Ubers match. Nico and Aiku would be 2 out of the 3. However, their Metavision still seems to be inferior to Isagi's, but I believe almost everyone's versions of Metavision will continue to grow in the future. In the most recent chapter, Mark Snuffy was another player who has been revealed to have Metavision. There have also been other people complaining about how basically everyone or anyone is getting Metavision, but the thing is that Metavision is not an ability that was only exclusive to Asagi in the first place. Most professional football players are likely to have it, which shouldn't be a surprise given that they have already reached that high level of play. When we break it down, people who have good football IQ, vision, and analytical ability will eventually gain Metavision. With that being said, let's talk about the next players that will gain Metavision. First up, we have Iori. I believe that Iori will be the next player who obtains Metavision in the match between Mastered München and the Ubers. Things are looking like Iori will soon be substituted into the match after Noel Noah's 3 minutes are up, and with the substitution of Corona. His chance to be in the spotlight has been foreshadowed ever since the end of chapter 205. So it's about time Iori gets his chance to play with his idol, Asagi. As a calm playmaker who can perform excellent passes, he would be a great substitute for Corona in helping Asagi create goal opportunities. His cool-headed vision also allows him to envision the best pass available at any given situation. He looks around his surroundings in order to make calm passes and avoid defenders. However, having to constantly look around may slow him down if he keeps this up, which will eventually lead him to gaining Metavision. In chapter 208, Asagi introduces Iori to Metavision, which is how he keeps up with everything happening on the field. Iori was actually a factor in how Asagi used it with his advice of thinking reflexively. Iori will probably unlock his FIFA vision sometime during the match and remember his conversation with Asagi. With him unlocking Metavision, there would be 5 Metavision users on the field with Iori, Asagi, Hacxster, Nico, and Aiku. Snuffy wouldn't be on the field after being subbed out, of course. We should expect a battle of wits in this period and amazing plays being made. After a long build-up for Iori, it would be disappointing if his best play of the game doesn't even lead to a goal for Mastered München. However, I do see him awakening in this game and creating a big impact in this current match. This match aside, I see Iori having an intense brain battle with somebody else during their match with somebody he is very familiar with, whom I will talk about later. Next up, we have one of the new Gen 11 Don Lorenzo. As someone who is on par with Japan's best prodigies such as Hacxster and Itoshi Sai, it would be no surprise if he does end up gaining Metavision. Even without Metavision, he has really good spatial awareness and football IQ. With this, he has given Michael Hacxster a pretty tough time throughout the game. I actually believe that almost all, if not all of the new Gen 11 players have Metavision. When we go back to chapter 186, Asagi realizes that Metavision is a superior ability that can be unlocked if a player has football IQ and knows how to use their eyes. With this, there must be professionals that have Metavision as well and a far more superior version than Asagi currently has. However, it does have a massive toll on the body both mentally and physically, which Asagi has to overcome as time goes on. It might have already been foreshadowed by Asagi after it was revealed that Nico had Metavision. In chapter 218, he realizes that Metavision isn't something that anyone could just use. This way, there would be certain conditions in order to be able to use this ability. He believes that only Hacxster, Nico, and maybe even Lorenzo could have Metavision. But of course he was wrong as it was revealed that Aiku had Metavision as well in the following chapter. If Don Lorenzo does end up gaining it, then that would mean that the Ubers would have 3 players with Metavision on the field plus the Predator Eyes of Barrow. The next player who I believe has Metavision is the better Itoshi brother, Itoshi Sai. As a member of the new Gen 11, he is known as the best player in Japan. After changing his main goal from becoming the best striker in the world to the world's best midfielder, he would come to realize how inferior Japanese football is to the world. As the best player on the field during the bluelock vs Japan U20 match, it would be a surprise if he didn't have Metavision. I mean, his field vision and IQ are top-notch, so it should be a sure thing. Aside from this, in chapter 186, Isagi mentions that Metavision could be used by midfielders and game makers in order to control the field, which was what Itoshi Sai was literally doing. Metavision is extremely important not only for midfielders, but I believe that it would benefit them the most. He also realizes that Sai might also have Metavision after witnessing his playmaking, which he didn't understand during the U20 match. Another player who I believe will unlock, if not already has Metavision, is none other than the emo Itoshi brother Itoshi Rin. As someone who has been Isagi's rival for so long, it would not be a surprise if he eventually locks Metavision in order to keep up with Isagi. With the Bastard Munchen vs PXG match coming up soon, we are about to witness another rematch between Asagi and Rin. If somehow Isagi loses to Rin for the third time, I honestly don't know what to expect anymore. With this match coming up, there are going to be plenty of matchups that I'm looking forward to, which I will talk about soon. Now, aside from Rin's perfect kick accuracy, he is also a really good playmaker who can control the flow of the game. His spatial awareness, football IQ, and positioning easily makes him the perfect candidate for unlocking Metavision. Some would say that he's a better version of Isagi, and I don't blame them for saying that. If anything, I believe that he already has some type of Metavision which he is using unconsciously. Some people also think that he won't achieve Metavision due to his flow state being all about playing instinctively, so it may contradict the whole point of using Metavision. So, this does open up the possibility of Rin either stagnating or developing a different type of vision. Do you think Rin will obtain Metavision? The last player who I think will gain Metavision is Karasu. However, I have a few more players I would want to talk about after this. Well, Karasu was a former teammate of Iori, whom I believe will unlock Metavision as well. I am really excited to see the both of them outwit each other in the PXG match. We know that Karasu has a great analytical ability that allows him to target the opposite team's weakest link. Aside from this, he also has excellent ball keeping which makes him a great midfielder. He can also read other teams' tactics that allow him to break down teams' defensive setups and take the necessary steps in attacking. During the U20 match, his leadership skills really showed, which makes me believe that he should have been bluelock's team captain. All of these skills lead me to believe that Karasu will end up having Metavision and having a back and forth battle against Iori. Now, we will be moving on to different types of visions, such as Barrow's Predator Eyes, which is an ability that allows the players to shoot when the goalie has dropped their guard. When it comes to pure strikers, another player that comes to mind is the Zest Demon, Shido. I believe that he won't obtain Metavision but another type of vision that will allow him to score goals more efficiently. Hacxster is also another player who seems to have Predator Eyes, which shouldn't be a surprise considering the level he is at and the fact that he is the best striker on the new Gen 11, at least as of now. I believe that Shido will eventually develop Predator Eyes or at least a similar type of vision and maybe even create a miraculous goal that can rival Hacxster's bicycle kick. Lastly, I believe that there is a possibility that we will be introduced into another type of vision, which is exclusive for goalkeepers such as Gagamaru. He is currently struggling to stop Barrow's stealth kill shot in his current state. If he doesn't stop this type of shot, then he may struggle against Shido as well. We all know that Gagamaru is a guy with fast reflexes, so I believe that he can develop a skill that allows him to instinctively predict where the ball will go considering what he sees right in front of him. With him being able to narrow down the shot courses with the process of elimination, this could allow him to make crucial saves. It is about time we see Gagamaru awaken and become one of the world's best goalkeepers. As of right now, he is currently the best goalie we have seen, but we might be introduced to more skilled goalkeepers in the future. To sum it all up, Metavision is not an ability that is exclusive to Asagi, as it can be obtained by people with great football IQ and vision. We might also be introduced to more players unlocking different types of vision such as the Sharingan. Who do you think would end up gaining Metavision? How would this develop them as a player? And if you have other what if ideas that you would like to see, let me know down in the comments. Have you ever wondered how Kunigami survived the wildcard? Check this video out right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thank you for watching.